This is just amazing. This is fantastic. So Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, I already had the utmost respect for the man. Just nothing but respect for Marco Rubio. And honestly, so much respect for just about everybody, that is with, President Trump and his administration. I mean, there's so many that are amazing. J.D. Vance, Pete Hegseth, Tom Homan, Tulsi Gabbard. And you know what? A lot of people don't like Pam Bondi because of the whole Epstein things. Like, I like Pam Bondi too, okay? But Marco Rubio, just fantastic. And it was yesterday that he is asked about this, what's going on in Israel with the Israel-Hamas war, and how the green light has been given that, yeah, Israel, they're going in and they are going to conquer Gaza. And that is exactly what they need to do. They need to conquer Gaza. They need to get in and utterly eradicate Hamas. And then they need to relocate the population, the Palestinian population. Gaza needs to get back to Israel. That the Jews, if you give the Jews a desert, they will make it a paradise. But you give the Palestinians a paradise, and they're going to make it ruins. They're going to just utterly destroy it. And that's exactly what they've done. And so Marco Rubio is asked about this by some, Karen, some leftist, Democrat. And his response is so brilliant. I can't, get enough of this. I just wish that I saw more of it. Here we go.
Senator Rubio, will you call for ceasefire
No, I will
in
not.
Gaza?
On the
Senator
contrary.
Rubio,
Are you filming it?
wait,
So I want you guys to get this. I want them to destroy every element of Hamas they can get their hands on. These people are vicious animals who did horrifying crimes. And I hope you guys post that.
And what about the civilians
I
that are
blame
being
Hamas.
killed every day?
Hamas should stop hiding behind civilians, putting civilians in the way. Hamas knew that this was going to lead to this. So Hamas should stop building their military installations underneath hospitals.
So you don't
civilians.
care that 15,000
Absolutely, I
have
do.
died? You don't care about the babies that are being
I
killed
think
every
it's
day?
horrifying. I think it's terrible, and I think Hamas is 100% to blame. That's what I think. Make sure you post that, please.
Senator Rubio.
I can't get enough of this. I love this so much. In fact, I love it so much. We're gonna have to watch it again. But here you have this Karen, this liberal, this Democrat, this bleeding heart, this virtue signaler. Because I mean, that's all these people can do. It's shallow empathy. It's not deep empathy. And when it comes to the Democrats and their shallow empathy, they can only feel empathy for the criminals. They can only feel empathy for the murderers. They can only feel empathy for the guilty. That's why one, just an example for you. Okay. Just about everybody on the left, they will fight tooth and claw like the demon-possessed people that they are to continue the Holocaust, the slaughter of innocent human babies in the womb. Abortion. Okay? 65 million abortions, 65 million murders, slaughter of babies since 1973. And that's not even counting all of those included with the discarding of humans at conception. They are a human being with IVF. That, there's all these, that are discarded that are not included in that actual number of total abortions. So we're talking many, many tens of millions of human babies that have been murdered primarily by the left since 1973. Okay. They will fight tooth and claw to continue that slaughter of the innocents. And yet, at the same time, they will fight tooth and claw to prevent capital punishment from happening for actual murderers, for real murderers. Murderers, rapists, serial killers, the most sadistic, vile people, scum of the earth types, this true monsters, the left will fight to protect them. The very people that God Almighty in Genesis chapter 9 says, okay, I give you the authority to execute such people. That for those who have the authority under God to enforce the law, the strength of the law, and to have justice, to actually bring down justice on the heads of criminals, God Almighty says in Genesis chapter 9, I give you the authority to execute murderers. Okay? But these leftists, they will slaughter the innocent, thousands every single day, calling it health care, calling it a woman's choice, women reproductive rights, and yet they will fight to protect murderers. And they do the exact same thing with Hamas. They do the exact same thing with Gaza, because it's not just Hamas. It is also the Palestinians. Palestinian civilians, they went into Israel as well on October 7th of 23, performing the most horrendous crimes against the Israelis. And they're also, of course, we can't forget that they are celebrating in the streets because of what Hamas did. Okay? Like, when it comes to actual innocence, true innocence in Gaza, you're looking basically at the youngest of the children. Because you get these children, even at the kindergarten level and beyond, and they're just raised to be the next generation of bloodthirsty, murderous terrorists. They're raised to love death and to love slaughter and to praise the Islamic doctrine of slaughtering Jews and Christians, primarily Jews and Christians, but just really slaughtering anybody that's an infidel, that's an unbeliever, somebody that doesn't believe in their false, evil, stupid God Allah and their false, evil, stupid prophet Muhammad. And so what Israel's doing is exactly what they need to do. And Marco Rubio knows this, but you got this bleeding heart Karen, this virtue signaler. Well, what about the babies? What about the civilians? Yep, it's terrible what happens to those youngest of the young. It is terrible what happens. And Hamas is 100% to blame. We got to watch this again because it's just gold. It is gold.
Senator Rubio, will you call for ceasefire
No, I will not.
in Gaza?
On the contrary.
Senator Rubio,
Are you filming it?
wait
So I
a-
want you guys to get this.
Will you call for a ceasefire? No, I will not. On the contrary, he is like, absolutely, I will not call for a ceasefire. On the contrary, this is what I'm going to do.
Not. On the
Senator
contrary.
Rubio,
Are you filming it?
wait
So I
a-
want you guys to get this. I want them to destroy every element of Hamas they can get their hands on. These people are vicious animals who did horrifying crimes. And I hope you guys post that.
And what about the civilians that are being killed every day?
Hamas should stop hiding behind civilians, putting civilians in the way. Hamas knew that this was going to lead to this. So Hamas should stop building their military installations underneath hospitals.
So you don't
underneath
care
civilians.
that 15,000
Absolutely, I
have
do.
died? You don't care about the babies that are
I
being
care. I
killed
think
every
it's
day?
horrifying. I think it's
And don't give me this crap, this Karen, that she cares about the babies. Okay? I brought up abortion for a reason. Because here she is, what about the babies? This same person, I guarantee you start having a conversation, or really it would devolve into an argument and her ranting and raving and screaming at you. But if you were to have a conversation with this exact same person about the subject of abortion, I guarantee you she would be praising it, she would be loving it, she would be fighting for it, she would be defending it. It's a woman's right. My body, my choice. Oh, it's not actually your body. It's not your body. It's not your DNA. It's not your blood. It is a separate, special, unique human being, human, therefore deserving of all of those God-given human rights, like, life being the primary one, the first one. No. She shares just like, but what about the babies? What about the babies? The babies? And there she is also slaughtering babies, promoting the slaughter and the continuation of this Holocaust of actual innocence, the most innocent of all, because they haven't even yet had an opportunity to make a single choice on their own. The most innocent, the most pure of us all, and she's there promoting it. I guarantee it. Like, I can say that because I just know these people when it comes to the leftists and the Democrats. I guarantee it. I mean, I would. I'm not a betting man as far as money goes, but if I had the money, I would be like, yeah, I put it all down, put it all on the table. I am all in on this bet. I am all in on this bet that whoever this liberal woman is, who's crying about the babies in Gaza, she's the same person that is out there promoting abortions and has very likely had abortions of her own. She's very likely, she has the blood of babies on her own hands. I mean, I would put money down on it. Like, this absolutely guarantee. But Marco Rubio's got it. He's got it right.
So you don't care that 15,000 have died? You don't care about the babies that are being killed every day?
I think it's horrifying. I think it's terrible, and I think Hamas is 100% to blame. That's what I think. Make sure you post that, please.
Like, I love it. I can't get enough of it. I saw that yesterday, and I already had the utmost respect for Marco Rubio, but my respect for the man has just shot up into the cosmos, like just right up into the heavens. I'm just like, dude, that was epic. And make sure you post that, please.